glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
Well, guys, Coach told me this hostile environment is going to be a big challenge today. They continue to be without their starting running back, but the good news, their backup is off to a terrific start. He was able to step in and have a very productive game last week. We'll see if he's able to keep up that same energy and same stamina here today. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. And the Tar Heels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Snap wants to start the drive with a pass. On target. At the 45, on his way. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Had to force that one.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if his quarterback goes his way again.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Throws it deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. So North Carolina's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Man, he was razor sharp last time out, completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards.
And Reese, man, he has been really, really good to start this season. Last week, excellent. But you do got that one loss on the ledger. But they've trusted him. They've put it in his hands. I think you want to see the consistency from his offense, Jesse, as it continues to grow, continues to get better throughout the season. But I've seen some great flashes.
Yeah, the amazing thing is when you talk to people on the inside of the program, they'll tell you if he can keep being consistent, play the way he did last week, they think they can go to the college football playoff. You mentioned the loss they have early in the year. They can't afford another one here in the middle of the season. He's got to play great today. But very quietly, they believe this could be a special year if this guy plays well.
Quick give. Rams him with the stiff arm. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Scanning the field, it's Silver. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. There he goes. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it, looking for a crease.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. From the gun. Fires to the wideout. Misses badly on that one. That incompletion leaves him staring at a third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Shoots it to the left. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to throw. It's Silver. Makes the grab over the middle. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. The Tar Heels will go for it here on fourth down. He's changing the play. Got to make the play on fourth. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Second down, going to throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, This guy can come, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To the air, it's Silver. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Caught. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'll try to get it through the air. Into the end zone. Got his man. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Both teams wanted to get the ball to their playmakers. Let's see how these wideouts are doing so far. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They want to throw it. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix it up?
And he's in! Touchdown, Tar Heels! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Looking for room at the 40. Breaks away on the left. The 20. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. On the move from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Give to the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Silver. Finds his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Reels it in. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that 1st down.
It's complete to the right. Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got an alley. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll run it. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Silver. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catches there to be made. The offense could...
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Tar Heels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback changing the play. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, UNC! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
Yeah, and you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
2nd down to the air. The screen, he can go. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. On the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Back to throw, it's Silver. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They're going to test the right side with this one. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Trying to take it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Sells the run, looking to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Going to the running game. He's got the first down. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Hoosiers are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. To the back. Sees a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Right at the line. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. Can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Silver. Turns it upfield.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Almost picked off.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. North Carolina will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Timing has to be so good. But you're throwing at his zone defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Finds his man. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Right side, it's Harris. Oh, he's got some space. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll send out the kicker here. Smashes it between the uprights. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 4 team, the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Yellow Jackets in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win.
The Hoosiers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Return's going to get it up around mid. Be down at the 49-yard line. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Handoff from the gun. Nice move there. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
pulls it and fires to the left. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quick completion to the right. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. What a cut. Now he's loose. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. And the Hoosiers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. On the move. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. RPO complete. Breaks the tackle. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Needs it. He's not going anywhere. Nowhere to run, and they stop him for nothing on 4th and 2. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moving the pocket, it's Silver. Finds his target. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Tar Heels are flying down the field. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw one first. He's got him in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sees an alley. There he goes. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
They'll run it. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And this is is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
They tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. Long way to go on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
He's got an open man. He's loose down the middle. He's at the and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Extra point here will tie the game. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll try the right side. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Sharp. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Running inside. It's Toure. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. He'll take it himself. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Give to the single back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. flush to the left. The offense coughs it up. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Off to the races to the right. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Down, Hoosiers. What a shift in momentum. What a big-time play. He just took matters into his own hands.
And what a mistake by the QB throwing the football. His receiver, obviously, they were on the same page at all, but the defender steps in front, makes the big play, and then every kid's dream, right? You play defense, you create the turnover, and then you take it all the way to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together. And he's got room. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Dropping back, it's Silver. They're working that left side.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The give. They put the brakes on it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, here's some daylight. Got the first down, and this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Hoosiers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. He's got it. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They were all over it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win and contend.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
To the air, it's Silver. Rush right in his face. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice...
They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Needs it here on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Looking for more room. Finally brought down. Not only to get the football, but to print the field position with the return. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Keeps it looking for the edge. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. On the RPO, got it. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He'll try to pop the draw. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. To the air, it's Silver. Out wide left, it's Lay. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get up.
Lets it fly. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. And the Tar Heels are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Snapped on 4th down. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got his man in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and long here. Looking downfield, it's Silver. Going back to the well, another deep ball. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They march 78 yards down the field. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick it onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.